Hello and welcome. This is ASO TV News. I am Tina Oje Achu. The headlines. President Bola Tinubu urges citizens to remain united in building a more prosperous future. Kano Airport's second runway to be reconstructed after 46 billion naira approval. FCT Minister Barrister Wike inspects long-delayed ISEX road project, assures completion before end of 2026. The Nigerian Police Force, Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit strengthen anti-money laundering fight. And now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has vowed not to allow the opposition to persuade him against his will, saying that he will wrestle them to the finishing points. President Tinubu spoke when he received the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, led by its president, Most Reverend Matthew Idagoso, at the State House on Tuesday. He maintained that the Independent National Electoral Commission is neutral, noting that those crying wolves are afraid of their own shadows. President Tinubu also noted that the quality of life is improving, noting that he inherited the assets and liabilities of his predecessor and had been running with it. Earlier, the president of the CBCN appreciated the president for the warm reception extended to the Holy See Secretary for relations with states and international organizations. Archbishop Paul Gallagher, on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of relations between Nigeria and the Vatican, Idagoso outlined areas of concern in the country, which include security, quality tertiary education, and limited spaces, sustaining gains of democracy, credible elections, and poverty. The president of CBCN also urged President Tinubu to consider the return of mission schools and fair treatment for all worshippers, including the provision of worship places in all parts of the country without bias. President Bola Tinubu has ordered the armed forces, the Nigerian Police Force, and relevant intelligence agencies to intensify operations aimed at tracking down those responsible for the deadly attack on Naridon village in Kamaru ward of Kauru local government area of Kaduna State. The directive was conveyed in a statement issued on Tuesday by the President's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Nanuga. The president also reaffirmed his administration's commitment to strengthening the country's security architecture and dismantling criminal networks threatening national peace and stability. President Tinubu further called on residents to support security agencies by providing timely and actionable intelligence. The president's directive followed the attack on Naridon village in the early hours of Monday, which reportedly left about 30 residents dead, including women and children, and led to the destruction of several homes. Condemning the incident, President Tinubu described it as a barbaric and cowardly attack on innocent citizens, characterizing it as an unprovoked act of terror against the people. He vowed that those behind the attack would be apprehended and brought to justice, stressing that anyone seeking to undermine the hard-earned peace and security enjoyed in Kaduna State in recent times would not escape punishment. The president also extended his condolences to the families of the victims, Kaduna State Governor Ubasani, the state government, and the people of the state. Again, President Bola Tinubu has approved 46 billion naira for the resurfacing and reconstruction of Kano Airport's second runway. The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, described the development at the commissioning of the newly remodeled and upgraded Muhammadu Adamu Dangobo Domestic Terminal at the Malam Aminu Kano International Airport, Kano, on Tuesday. In a statement by Tunde Moshood, Special Advisor on Media and Communications to Keyamo, the minister, while highlighting ongoing presidential interventions, noted that the project is expected to significantly enhance operational efficiency and position Kano among the world's leading international airports. The minister also reaffirmed the federal government's unwavering commitment to transforming Nigeria's aviation infrastructure under President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda. Keyamo, while commissioning the reconstructed Kano Airport runway on Tuesday, July 29, 2026, said the domestic terminal is named in honor of Malam Mohamadu Adamu Dangobo, one of Kano State's most illustrious sons and a renowned aviation pioneer, in recognition of his immense contributions to the growth and development of Nigeria's aviation industry. The minister described the event as another significant milestone in the federal government's ongoing drive to modernize aviation infrastructure across the country. Now, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, says the return of Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara to his political camp will strengthen efforts to mobilize support for President Bola Tinubu's re-election in 2027. The minister made the remarks while inspecting ongoing road projects across the FCT, where he also expressed satisfaction with the pace of work on strategic infrastructure projects. Correspondent Usman Katun Umaru reports.
Of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom Wike says politics is about unity and reconciliation, declaring that there is no sin in politics as he welcomes Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara back into what he described as the political family that brought him to power. Speaking with journalists after inspecting ongoing road projects in Abuja, Barrister Wike said Governor Fubara's decision to publicly return to the fold will strengthen political collaboration and boost support for President Bola Tinubu's second-term bid.
In politics, there's no sin. Just for you to realize that, look, I don't think I am taking the right step. He has made it to the public to say that he has come back to where he started from. Receive him with all good minds, nothing to hide. We'll all work together to make sure that we give Mr. President the required votes to continue. That's why we are.
The minister also inspected the ongoing Isaacs Road corridor and the nearly completed Apo-Karshi Road, expressing satisfaction with the quality and speed of work. According to him, the Isaacs Road, flagged off during President Tinubu's third anniversary project commissioning, has recorded significant progress, with the contractor assuring the administration that it will be ready for commissioning in December this year. Barrister Wike also visited the long-delayed Isaacs Road project awarded in 2014, where he disclosed that the contractor had pledged to complete 6 kilometers of the road and key interchanges before the end of the year, subject to the release of funds already captured in the national budget.
With projects that are very important to the development of the city, with projects that are very important to change the landscape of the city, with development that will totally improve the economy of the city. That's why everybody is happy with what is happening in Abuja.
The minister recalled that abandoned projects dotted the Federal Capital Territory when the President Tinubu administration assumed office in 2023, but noted that the president directed that all inherited projects be completed to protect public investment and accelerate development. He added that the FCT administration would continue engaging the Federal Ministry of Finance to ensure adequate funding, while contractors maintain steady progress towards delivering critical infrastructure scheduled for commissioning before the end of the year. Usman Katun Umar, ASWA Television News.
The All Progressives Congress chairmanship candidate in the last FCT Area Council election in Gwagwalada Area Council, Alhaji Usman Yahaya, has expressed profound gratitude to Almighty Allah and sincerely appreciated his supporters, party faithful and the people of Gwagwalada Area Council who stood firmly by him throughout the electioneering process and the subsequent legal proceedings, which were concluded without any loss of life. In a statement following the judgment of the FCT Area Council Election Appeal Tribunal, Alhaji Yahaya urged his supporters to remain calm, peaceful, and law-abiding as they have subsequently consistently demonstrated throughout the entire process. He encouraged them to remain prayerful and hopeful, expressing confidence that Almighty Allah has a better plan for the future that will exceed their expectations. He also urged them to continue promoting peace, unity, and respect for the rule of law. Alhaji Yahya further extended a hand of fellowship to the chairman of Gwagwalada Area Council, Comrade Kasimu Muhammad Ikwa, praying that Almighty Allah grants him wisdom, guidance, and success in the administration of the council. He called on the chairman to provide inclusive leadership by carrying everyone along, irrespective of political affiliation, ethnic background, or religious differences, in the interest of peace, unity, and sustainable development across Gwagwalada Area Council. The Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Jumoke Odowole, has called for the speedy passage of the African Continental Free Trade Area Domestication Bill, highlighting its critical stake in enabling Nigeria to maximize the opportunities presented by the Continental Free Trade Agreement. This was as the House of Representatives on Monday commenced consideration of 13 related bills intended to strengthen Nigeria's trade and commercial environment, with the proposed domestication of the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement emerging as the centerpiece of the exercise. According to the Minister of the AfCFTA market of more than 1.4 billion people and a combined gross domestic product exceeding 3 trillion naira offers significant opportunities for Nigerian businesses to expand, export, attract investment, create jobs, and deepen regional value chains, but requires a strong domestic legal framework for effective implementation. The Chairman House Committee on Commerce, Mr. Ahmad Munil, said the proposals cover trade expansion, digital commerce, institutional reforms, and amendments to key commercial laws, including the Nigerian Export Promotion Council Act, the Sale of Goods Act, and the Price Control Act. He assured stakeholders the committee would carefully consider all submissions before concluding work on the bill, stressing that the objective is to enact legislation that promotes investment, innovation, and private sector growth, while positioning Nigeria to compete more effectively in regional and global markets. Speaker of the House, Dr. Abbas Tajuddin, declared the session open through his representative Deputy Chief Whip, Mr. Isiaka Ibrahim, expressing confidence the proposed legislation will improve the ease of doing business, eliminate regulatory bottlenecks, attract investment, and promote sustainable economic growth. You are watching ASO Television News. You can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, also on Star Times TV channel 127 and Free TV channel 507. We're also on the UHF band on channel 38. Still to come, Nigerian Police Force, Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit strengthen anti-money laundering fight. Stay with us for details of this and more stories shortly.
In Biggie's house, there is no place to hide. And even when you think no one is watching, the energy can swing in an instant. This BB Naija Season 11, everything burns brighter. Only the biggest moves tip the scale, because nothing is given, but everything is for the taking. When the world watches, will you be outshined? Or will you step up and take the spotlight? Big Brother Naija Season 11 starts Sunday, July 26th, showing 24/7 on DSTV channel 198 and GoTV channel 49. Headline sponsor, Bet Power.
Many thanks for joining us again. The Nigerian Police Force and the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit have reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening collaboration in the fight against money laundering, terrorism, financing, and organized crime as Nigeria gears up for the 2027 Financial Action Task Force mutual evaluation. The renewed partnership was announced on Tuesday during a strategic meeting between the leadership of both agencies at the force headquarters in Abuja. Speaking at the meeting, Inspector General of Police, IGP Olatunji Disu, described financial intelligence as an indispensable tool in modern policing, stressing that disrupting illicit financial flows remains one of the most effective ways to dismantle criminal networks.
This is of great importance to us. It has to do with following monies, especially monies that have to do with one crime or the other. Because the dynamics of crime is changing daily everywhere in the world. And within seconds, monies are moving over the continent. Monies that have to be laundered. Monies that a lot of people want to clean by different decisions. So your team, your organization, is in charge of very important aspects of law enforcement. And we are so happy, we are proud to be associated with you. Following their proceeds will assist to bring down the crime to nothing less than 50% of it. Following the money, a lot of their crimes will be solved. So we need to collaborate, we need to continue to see ourselves as symbiotic twins.
Earlier, Director and Chief Executive Officer of the NFIU, Hafzat Abubakar Bakari, commended the Nigerian police force for its significant role in securing Nigeria's removal from the FATF grey list in 2025. She specifically praised officers of the police anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing units for their contributions to reforms that enable the country to meet international anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing standards.
As the country's foremost law enforcement institution, the force serves not only as a first responder to criminal activity, but also as a critical actor in the detection, investigation, prosecution, and disruption of the financial dimensions of crime. Whether the predicate offense is terrorism, kidnapping, cybercrime, human trafficking, narcotics trafficking, corruption, illegal mining, arms trafficking, or organized criminal activity, financial intelligence has increasingly become the thread that connects criminal conduct to those who profit from it. In this regard, the collaboration between the NFIU and the Nigerian Police Force remains essential to ensuring that criminals are not only arrested, but deprived of the financial resources that sustain their operations. IGP of Police, before I proceed, I would like to take this opportunity to commend you and members of your team who supported us at the FIU and who led the Nigerian Police Force to interact with the FATF when they came on the assessment of Nigeria. And their conduct and their activities and the support we got and their expertise led to the successful completion of our action plan, which ultimately led to Nigeria being, delisted from the grey list last year. So I commend you. I commend all the men working together, most especially the team from the MLCFT section.
Abubakar Bakari explained that the 2027 FATF mutual evaluation would assess not only the strength of Nigeria's legal framework, but also the effectiveness of institutions in applying financial intelligence, tracing and recovering criminal assets, prosecuting offenders, and fostering inter-agency collaboration. Police operatives in Sokoto State, supported by troops of the Nigerian Army, have rescued 32 kidnapped victims following a gun battle with suspected bandits in Mekujera village of Raba local government area. The rescue operation followed intelligence that a large group of armed bandits was moving through the community with kidnapped victims and rustled livestock. Security operatives swiftly mobilized and blocked suspected escape routes before engaging the criminals in a fierce exchange of gunfire. The bandits were forced to flee into the forest, abandoning the kidnapped victims and the stolen livestock. A subsequent search of nearby bushes and communities led to the successful rescue of all 32 victims, comprising 6 adult males and 26 females, most of them children. The rescued victims have been taken to a secure location for medical attention and psychosocial support ahead of their reunification with their families. However, 4 residents were reportedly killed during the initial attack before security personnel arrived. Sokoto State Commissioner of Police Hayatu Hassan Shafa has expressed condolences to the bereaved families and assured residents that security agencies are intensifying efforts to apprehend the fleeing suspects. He also urged the public to continue providing timely and credible information to support the fight against banditry and other violent crimes in the state. The Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Malam Larry Issa Onilu, has assured staff that their welfare and professional development remain top priorities of his administration. Speaking during an engagement meeting at the agency's headquarters, Issa Onilu commended management and staff for their support in the last 2.5 years. He noted that their commitment has helped reposition the NOA, making it more visible and impactful in promoting national values and government policies. Highlighting progress, the DG cited the National Values Charter, whose TV commercial was aired during the just concluded English Premier League and UEFA Champions League. He said the broadcast exposed millions of viewers at home and abroad to messages of patriotism, responsible citizenship, and shared national values. On reforms, Issa Onilu said the introduction of computer-based tests for promotional examinations has made the process more transparent and merit-based. He also disclosed that the proposed new NOA Act has passed first reading in both the Senate and House of Representatives, while the agency is pursuing strategic partnerships to boost national orientation and citizen engagement. The DG pledged continued investment in training, capacity building, and welfare initiatives to equip staff for evolving responsibilities. The Director of Human Resources, Mrs. Ayishola Oluwoye, commended the regular engagement sessions for strengthening collaboration and feedback. The National Insurance Commission has assured of its commitment to strengthening the growth of Takafu and micro-insurance in Nigeria, positioning them as vital tools for financial inclusion. The Commissioner for Insurance, National Insurance Commission, Mr. Olusegun Ayo Omoseyin, gave the assurance in Abuja during a courtesy visit by the board and management of No Takafu Insurance Company, led by the chairman, Ambassador Shuaibu Ahmed. The NICOM Commissioner commended the company's progress while urging for greater ambition in expanding market reach, driving product innovation, and raising public awareness. Highlighting Takafu's role in broadening access to protection for underserved communities, the Commissioner for Insurance called on the leadership to accelerate outreach and customer education ahead of its 10th anniversary. Both institutions expressed optimism to strengthening collaboration with the aim of promoting trust, innovation, and inclusive insurance for all Nigerians. The chairman of Kuje Area Council, Mr. Danjuma Samuel Shekolo, has congratulated one of Kuje's distinguished sons, Mr. Riwan Idris Sabo, following his remarkable victory at the 2026 Commonwealth Games powerlifting competition in Glasgow, Scotland. Mr. Shekolo gave the commendation while hosting the gold medalists at the Kuje Area Council Secretariat. Correspondent Abdullahi Mukhtar reports.
The chairman, Mr. Danjuma Samuel Shekwelo, said Mr. Ruwan Idris Sabo delivered an outstanding performance by lifting an impressive 208 kilograms to win Nigerian first gold medal in the men's heavyweight powerlifting event, bringing pride and honor to the nation on the international stage. Describing the achievement as historic and inspiring, Mr. Shekwelo commended Mr. Sabo for his unwavering dedication, resilience, discipline, and commitment to excellence.
They said he was a shoemaker, but not knowing that from shoemaker he will go somewhere and go and be doing training. And I'm sure when he started this, even the family members discouraged him, some of them. I'm sure. They were like, "Kai, Let me even put it in Bali. But today we are all gathered here, happy and clapping hands.
The chairman noted that the victory is not only a personal milestone, but also a proud moment for the people of Kuje Area Council, the Federal Capital Territory, and Nigeria as a whole. He said Mr. Sabo's outstanding accomplishment serves as an inspiration to young people, particularly aspiring athletes, demonstrating that hard work, perseverance, and determination can lead to global success despite challenges.
And to some of us who think we cannot do it, please, go out there and try. Those days, if you tell me do politics, I'll tell you no. As the day I told distinguished, I said, sir, if you want me to contest, please gather the money and give me. I want to go somewhere so that I will go and use the money for something. I didn't expect that I would join this line. But today I'm here.
Responding, Mr. Ruwani Idris Sabo, who spoke in Hausa and Gbagi, expressed profound appreciation for the honor accorded him, describing the recognition as overwhelming and deeply encouraging. Mr. Shekolo wished Mr. Ruwani Idris Sabo continued success in his supporting career and expressed confidence that he will continue to make Kuje Area Council, the Federal Capital Territory, and Nigeria proud in future international competition. Abdullahi Mukhtar, ASO Television News.
And that's the bulletin. I am Tina Oje Achu. Thanks for watching.